Shout out to Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it meltdown.
Leave it like that.
You're not cool.
Alrighty, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. It's still Rapid on Rapid TV. You know when have you guys ever had like a brain freeze? Where somewhere this thing happens to you when you are taking ice cream and then your brain just pauses for a bit, it's not working. It's the same thing when the room is like really cold, and right now it's really cold. But we're gonna do what we're gonna do. Anyways, welcome to the very last lab of Rapid on Rapid TV. Right here, we have been hanging out with you from the hour of 7. It's been an amazing morning, a lazy one for some of you. Now I hear that the public holiday that they gave you guys for one day, some of you are going to carry it over to Friday, because why is the road still empty? The roads are still empty. On my way to work this morning, I was like, wait, I thought the president said just one day. Or am I missing something? Did I get it wrong or something? But anyways, we're still here and we keep grinding here this morning to keep you updated. So whether you're going to work, whether you're still at home, you should be tuning here, because we're about to have an amazing time. Now, this is a conversation that will most likely trigger people, trigger a lot of people, and trigger a lot of conversations as well. Because it's looking like when it comes to the matters of the woman, certain genders cannot just have it. They just want to lash out and what have you. But today we're going to be finding out who sits on the right or the wrong table. Welcome to Girls Talk is Girl Zone right here on Rapid TV. And we tell you matters that are bothering the women. But this time it's looking as if the woman is going to fall off the cliff, because she's the one that did it. But anyways, it is what it is. We have two very lovely ladies seated here with us in the studio. And the first guest, we have Zipporah Ngajo. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well,
I
thank
said
you.
one, you should. You don't know suspects. All right, we have the second guest here with us, Rosalind Anele, and she is a communicator. Zipporah is an educator, and Rosalind is a communicator. It's good to have you join us in the studio.
Thank you.
Are you ready for today's conversation? Yeah, ready
Yes.
to be brutally honest, because you have to be brutally honest.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get right into it. Now, the story for today, let's have it displayed on the screen so you guys can help us read it. As we are reading it, you're reading it too, so that we can be on the same page.
Okay.
Now, the top of the story says, my wife left me and my kids for 10 years, and she's back for what exactly? Can we have that displayed on the screen? Do we have? All right. I think we're going to go on a very short break, and when we get back, we'll get that story on the screen. Keep it on.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on StarTimes Channel 176, Nigecomsat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. The sound of your city, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Correro, your front row seat to the most pressing issues from the corridors of power to the heart of our communities. We bring you unfiltered insight, fearless journalism, and the conversations that matter. My name is Iheanacho Prince, and I invite you to this big conversation table as we analyze the top stories, ask the tough questions, and hold power to account. News that informs, analysis that empowers, debate that drives change. Correro, the big conversation, every weekday at 7 p.m. only on Rapid TV.
All right, welcome back. Sorry about that break. We just needed to make sure that you could see the story as much as we are, so it's not looking like we fabricated it. Don't you guys think so?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Anyways, let's have the story on the screen and then we get talking. Now, first, the top says, my wife left me and the kids for 10 years without an explanation. And yes, it says 10 years ago, my wife told me she was traveling to Abuja to visit her sister. That was the last time I saw her. We didn't fight. There was no argument, no warning. She just vanished. She left behind 3 children, the youngest barely a year and 6 months old. I waited days, then weeks, hoping to hear something, a message, a reason, anything. Then I found out from one of her colleagues that she didn't just leave the city, she left the country. Her parents knew, her siblings knew, they all kept quiet. She abandoned her home, her marriage, and her own children without a single word. That day, I became both father and mother overnight. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy, of course. But tell me, where was she when I was scrapping together money to buy baby formula? Where was she when they cried themselves to sleep, asking for their mother? Where was she when I sat in hospital rooms alone, praying for fevers to break? Where was she when I was breaking? I bathed them, fed them, paid their school fees, stayed up through the night when they were sick, cried silently, and when the weight became too much, I carried the burden alone. Not because I was strong, but because I had no choice. I know some people like to throw around the phrases gender roles, but tell me, what role does a father play when he has to do it all? What role does pain play when there's no one to share it with? Fast forward to April this year, she came back. Now she wants to show up and pretend the last 10 years didn't happen. Even the children don't want to see her, but she doesn't care. She's shown up with threats, sent thugs to intimidate me, all because she wants her children. She says they are mine too. Not they're mine too. Let's go on to the next. But what does that even mean when you walked away from them for a decade? I've raised them with love, with sacrifice, and with consistency. Today, we're doing okay. I'm financially stable. They're in good schools. They're happy. And most importantly, they feel safe. And now I'm the villain because I said no. So I'm asking, am I truly wicked for protecting my kids? Does a mother who disappeared for 10 years still have the right to uproot them from the only parent they've ever known? That's the story. Wow. Over to you, my ladies. Over to you.
I love that word, uproot.
Uproot. Okay, let's start.
First of all, she planned it
Okay.
for her sisters to know, her colleagues knowing too,
Yeah.
and the whole processing of the visa or whatever for her to travel. She must have planned it, and the way she came back, say with no apology, no remorse, no nothing, and she just wants to take the kids. It also shows that she has that kind of mindset when she was leaving. Like she was like, after all, they're my kids. When I get back, anytime I get back, I can get them. It's not, how will I put it? It's so inhumane. You can't just leave your kids. Like, you carried children for 9 months.
Okay.
You gave birth to 3 kids, and then you up and left. And then you're coming back. You're telling the father of the kids that you want to take, you didn't even include him in your plan.
Yeah.
You want to take the kids out of the country to give them a better life. What about the dad that has been taking care of them for 10 years?
Like,
You want him to stay behind with, how do I put it? You want him to stay behind without the kids, without him knowing what's going on in their lives when they are away from him. It's not right at all. And besides, a mother who would leave her kids for 10
Yeah.
years and coming back, is she mentally okay? Is she does she have emotions? Like, it's not just giving children a better life. I've seen parents give children lives, like good lives, but those kids, they end up being spoiled, they end up being irresponsible and stuff like that. Being a parent is not just about providing for the children. It has a whole lot of work to it. So before releasing, in fact, it's not possible. I'm not releasing the kids to hide.
So you think he shouldn't?
He shouldn't.
Okay, let's hear you.
okay, same here. First of all, people like this are easily judged, and we shouldn't be more judgmental to the case. Even though I know she's a woman, she's a mother, she's not supposed to like leave her kids no matter what. Like, you're not supposed to even do that. Even if you're going through, or maybe you've been traumatized from childhood, or maybe you had pains, or maybe it's about financial, he doesn't have money, you should have communicated with your husband. That's why communication, they say, is key, right? So I think he shouldn't, based on if she was remorseful, like if she had come up with a plan, like, sorry, I had to do this, I was going through a lot, maybe I was depressed, you know, children, childbirth and all of that, so maybe I couldn't communicate with you, or maybe she had experienced something talking to her husband, and then maybe he didn't take it lightly with her, but then for her to just show up after 10 years, we're not talking about 10 weeks or 2 weeks, we're talking about 10 years. So it's inhuman, just like what you said. It's not even allowed for her to even think about that, because your parents knew about it. These are people who actually joined the both of you, your husband, the both of you together in marriage, your sisters, your siblings. So they didn't even think about their nieces or nephews. That's the kids she left behind. So I think that's a very bad, like, inhuman. I can't even think of it. What was she thinking while doing that? First of all, I didn't want to be judgmental. Maybe she was going through. But no matter what you were going through, that's why communication is key. You were supposed to talk to your spouse. You're supposed to talk to your husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, you know, it's easy for us to like come to the conclusion of the fact that the woman might be a terrible woman. But let me play devil's advocate for a little bit. We see these things happen all the time. The men do it all the time.
Yeah.
We see it all the time. Especially here in Nigeria. A man just wakes up and says he doesn't want to do it again. He does his slippers and walks right out the door.
Yeah.
We see a woman juggling
Struggling.
multiple things to do. she's trying to sell this, sell that, selling her wrappers, doing everything possible to make sure that these children have a good life. This is the narrative we have in Nigeria. And anyone who says that, tries to deny the fact that these things actually do exist within our community, is just trying to be delusional.
Yeah.
Why is it that when it becomes, the roles are switched,
Yeah.
and the woman does exactly what the man will do every other day, it becomes a big deal.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Before someone says that lady in the black dress, she's teaching the women, I remember that comment like yesterday. But I'm trying to say that if a man can do that, we're in a society where we have seen a lot of women carry the responsibilities of both man and woman. Sometime this year, we had a story about a man who walked up to his wife and said to his wife, I'm done. I don't want to get into a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. I don't want to get married to you anymore. After so day, I'm going to walk away. Then the woman takes the passport of all the children, travels out of Nigeria with the passport, and sends a message to the guy and saying, I also don't want to do. But the whole internet broke loose saying that the woman is wicked.
Yeah.
But the man was going to leave her first. And he was going to leave her with 4 whole kids.
Yeah.
Why is it always a problem when the woman follows the leaders? Because the men are the leaders. They are just learning from them.
Yes.
Why is it always a problem when it's a woman that does that?
I really do not know why it's like that, because I see that when we're talking about men being affected, you see all of them screaming, but you are a woman. But then both of you are supposed to take responsibility.
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, you are supposed to be in charge, you're supposed to lead, and then I follow. You're supposed to be the head of the home. Like, everything is supposed to be under you, your care. Everything you are doing, my kids and I are supposed to follow you. Like what you were saying, I've actually experienced a woman who her husband left. Like, this is somebody that's struggling. She has issues with her legs. So she's sewing, taking care of 3 grown-up children, girls, all of them. And the man is just there. He just left them. Like, no excuses, nothing. And sometimes he just come around and just sees them and go without dropping anything, without doing anything. He just leaves. So now, in the case like that, we see it every day, like every time here in Nigeria, it's happening. But then when it comes to them, the men, they just blow out. Women, you don't think. I really do not know why it's always like that. I really do not know.
But do you still
why.
blame the woman after knowing that? I'm sure that you must have seen it. You were not into the story.
Yeah.
So obviously, why is it always about the woman?
I don't think it is. Maybe before, but like right now, I know the story you're talking about where the woman traveled with the passports and the man, it was the sister that had to help him and assist him. And even with the sister, they couldn't cope up with taking care of the kids. I remember going through, because I'm a silent, I'm a ghost in social media. I just go through the comment section. But going through this comment section, I loved what I saw in the comment section. Because people were like telling the woman, please stay as long as, if I seize the passport as long as you want. Don't go back to, give him a taste of his own medicine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think, like, people of these days, like, how do I put it? They favor the men more than the women.
Okay.
So I still insist. She was saying that we shouldn't be judgmental, but in this woman's,
you don't want to even hear anything. You want to crucify
in
her.
this woman's scenario, I think we should be judgmental in every aspect. Even if the man was, even if she was having domestic violence, or the man wasn't giving her enough money to take care of herself, or whatever the issue would be, at least keep in touch with keep in touch with your kids. Call them once in a while, tell them you love them, even if you don't want to tell them what their father did or stuff like that. Just keep in touch. Let them know that you're working, what you're doing there, your reason for living is for their own good.
I refuse to be judgmental, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why I refuse to be judgmental. This story just reflects the kind of marriage that these people are in.
Yeah.
And they will not give us the backstory. But from everything that the man has... Remember, all you know is the truth, not the whole truth.
Yeah.
And you cannot know the whole truth from one person. This is just one person giving his side of the story. We probably might hear the side of the woman's story and then now say, oh, that's exactly why she did what she did. You might think there's no moral justification for that. But knowing what you know about a woman, you're a woman.
Yeah.
Biologically, physically, knowing what you know about a woman, you know that a woman does not stand up to make certain decisions without certain...
Yeah.
Something drives a woman to a point. I'm not trying to generalize for the woman. I'm just trying to say from my point of view, where I'm accessing the story, women do not just stand up and abandon their families like that. They don't. We had a conversation I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where we say women are natural nurturers. You know, that it's their sole responsibility for them to care for the home, for the family. If we now agree, if the same society who agrees that a woman is a nurturer is now blaming a woman for walking away for reasons they don't know, don't you think that we live in a very biased system?
Yeah.
We live in a very unjust system where when it becomes the woman is boxed. She's expected to live a certain kind of way. A man can abandon his kids, but a woman cannot. The reaction is going to be entirely different. When a man does the exact same thing, I promise you, the reaction will be different. And guess what? The woman always leaves room for the man to always come back to his kids.
Yeah.
That's the funny thing. Let's take a clear example from Yabojo, who recently just gave her daughter out in marriage.
Yeah.
We never really saw an active participation of the man in the home. We didn't see him with his kids.
Yeah.
We didn't see him attending any of the events that the kids were present in. But during the wedding ceremony, he was allowed to play his fatherly roles.
Yeah.
This is a true reflection of who the woman is. She always leaves the door open.
Yeah.
Always leaves the door open. So, the reason I'm not going to be judging her for this decision is, number one, we don't know what transpired behind the scene.
Yeah.
And if we have to assess the story based on what they have told us, then they live in a very absurd marriage. Because at least if I'm not going to listen to my mother, I have a sister that I can listen to. What kind of relationship did you have with the family of your wife? That will warrant such a big move being made and you knew nothing about it? How did you not catch wind of what the plan was? Getting a visa is not a 1 day's plan. It's not even a 1 week's plan. We know the kind of restrictions that Nigerians face, especially when it comes to visas. And previously, it was the same thing. America was a big deal 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's until now where JAPA has become something that, you know, is like the snap of a finger, you get your visas and then you're out of the country. But still, we still have some of these restrictions. How did that happen? That your parents-in-law, your sisters-in-law, nobody knew, nobody told you, but every other person knew but you. It's possible that you ignored your family. And that is very possible that you ignored. So in stories like this, I don't rule out the possibilities. I don't try to give out the blame. Now, where the issue is going to be is, why is she back after 10 years? Because if she had a problem that warranted her to leave the marriage or leave the man, why is she back after 10 years? Is it just because of her kids? Or do you see any background, anything?
It's quite deep because right now I don't know why she came back after 10 years, because if she had left them for 10 years, it means she didn't want to stay with her husband. So, and it meant that she didn't want anything to do with him and her children. So I don't know, maybe she's coming back to prove a point. Or maybe, like you said, maybe it tells the kind of relationship they had, maybe the kind of person he was at the time they were in marriage or courting or dating before getting married. So maybe he was a kind of person that didn't allow her be herself, or maybe she just wanted to prove a point. I guess maybe that was why she left for 10 years, and then after being made, now she's back to prove a point. That's just what I think, because how could you just leave and then all of a sudden for 10 years and then you just show up trying to, maybe she's just trying to prove a point.
Just what kind of
point?
What kind of point?
Maybe, I don't know.
You remember, the kids don't want to follow her. doesn't want
course.
to go with her.
My darling.
Now let's leave the
That's on the man. I hope you know that.
No.
It's what he tells.
The man has been a good father
He has
for the
been a
kids,
good
not
father.
not wanting to follow the
You
mother.
think so? What if the man has told them, your mother is not a good woman. She left you for 10 years. I was the one who was doing that. What if that was the case?
Or what if they're grown-ups and then they just feel, why would my mother leave me for 10 years? And you see, there's so many what ifs. to
That's why I
this.
said no matter what the story is, no matter what she saw in the
Yeah.
marriage, she should have
She
kept
would have
communication
communicated,
at
yeah.
least
To who?
with the kids.
The kids were small, remember?
She can always call the man and ask him to pass the phone to the kids.
No matter what, like, I really do not know what she was thinking. I really do not know what actually came over
Like she
her.
missed a lot about them. How old are
Yeah.
they now?
Men do it all the time.
But not a woman. I mean,
Why?
A
That's
woman
the
who bore
issue.
the child,
Why
like the children.
not?
Like,
Why not? The man was also a contributor to the birth of the child. Is the man
Okay.
not a contributor?
and they do it, and theirs is like normal. Why can't a woman do the same?
I'm not saying it's right for a man to do it and then get away with it, or everybody starts saying he has a right to. But it's complicated though. The woman at least should have kept communication. I know some men, most men, or majority of the men that usually leaves the marriage or the kids, they sometimes at a point keep in touch or send money or for upkeep and stuffs like
and
that.
you think that's enough?
It's not enough. But at least he kept in touch. He communicated.
This is a case of picking lesser evil.
Oh my god.
Because yes, it's a case of picking lesser evil. Or
Yeah.
because this looks less evil, let's just move with that. But evil is evil.
Yeah, it is.
Evil is evil. Because let me tell you, we as women are the first people to box ourselves. I hope you know that. That's
Yes.
the reason that
Yeah.
that's the reason we always find ourselves at the crossroad. You see the way you are speechless about this.
Yeah,
And that's the same way
right?
I'm speechless because you want to say why a woman must not do that. Why not a woman? Why is a man allowed to do that? And a woman is not allowed to do that. You see, this can just be a way of breaking stereotypes, a negative way
Yeah.
of breaking stereotypes, because we have seen it happen. Look at the you see, it's very sick, but this is the reason we have a lot of people in the society that are broken because of abandonment,
Yeah.
because of, we cannot deny the fact that a man has a contribution to the upbringing of his children. So does a woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But you see women trying to assume the roles of both the man. And in fact, we have seen situations where everyone keeps calling themselves kings now. I'm sure you must have been. I'm a king. Happy Father's Day to the mothers
the
who are
mother. Yeah.
It's very common because the pattern,
woman
it just
takes
helps.
responsibility,
Exactly.
yeah.
It just reflects the pattern, the recurring pattern. Men leave, women stay. And they carry out the responsibilities with their heads up high.
You said something about women being open, or how do I put it? Like when the men come back,
Yes, they're open to receiving.
but she is not open to receiving. She just wants to uproot, like they said, uproot the kids from him.
Okay.
I don't think that's right. If she has any plan for the kids, fine,
Okay.
she can take them along. But who knows how long they're going to be there? The dad
She
probably
might
does
deny
not
you
have the
access.
means to travel out and visit his kids, and with how angry she might be, she will probably keep them there for the next 20 years and they won't see their
You
dad.
won't see them. All right, these are the issues. And if you're just joining us, well, it's women's talk, it's girls talk, and we have been dissecting some of these issues, particularly a story of a woman who abandoned her children and is back after 10 whole years wanting to get custody of these children. For whatever reason. We'll be opening up the phone lines after now, where you can let us know what your thoughts are, what your contributions will be. Do you think that she should be giving the kids after 10 years? Do you think that they should go for a legal custody or a custody battle, or a legal battle to find out who is right from or wrong? Or do you think there's more to the story? Let's hear you right after the break. Keep it locked in.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on Star Times Channel 176, Nightcom Sat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. The sound of your city, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
My name is Akio Sakiodo.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is Rapid TV.
Rapid.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it meltdown.
Leave it like that.
Meet the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impact they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Rapid Dawn on Rapid TV, and this is the Girls Corner, the Girls Zone, Girls Talk. We do everything girls. But I'm afraid today a woman is about to fall off the table. But what I will not do is kick her off. My guest, Zipporah. Why are you giving me the side eye? Why are you giving me the bombastic side eye? Why? What did I do?
Nothing.
It's not, I mean, these are the issues, right? If a man can do, because after all, people are saying this now.
Supporting women.
I'm not. It's not women supporting women. It's just I'm just trying to have like a logical conversation. They say what a man can do,
a woman can do better.
You
Yes.
See,
why let her do it so they should
I'm
feel
not
the pain?
disputing the fact.
Okay.
But I've seen women who they probably go through domestic violence.
Okay.
They rather go with the kids, like pack the children, all of them, they japa or they go to their parents' house and not leaving the kids behind and not communicating.
That's what we're saying. Maybe she was going through a lot. Maybe he wasn't supportive. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just there but not present. You know,
does
there
she
are some
even
people
have the money to take all her children
of them?
out?
So that's why she has to save herself. Maybe
exactly. In matters of domestic violence, the first response that they will tell you is separate yourself first.
Yeah.
Separate yourself first. We had we saw a video where this one now is not in Nigeria. It's an American man. He killed his wife, and then his children were still within the premises. I'm sure that you must have seen the video. He killed the children.
He killed himself and his wife. Is it that
No,
one?
not himself and his wife.
Okay.
He killed his wife, and then his two daughters after he had killed his wife.
Wow.
If this man can kill his own children, do you think your own life is safe?
Safe, yeah.
So the quickest thing to do,
shouldn't the kid's life be first before?
Why?
If it is a case of
And maybe she
domestic
wasn't getting enough support from the man's place. Maybe
So
his
why?
family didn't love her. Or
If it's a case of domestic violence, won't you put your children's life first before yours?
so now if they kill you, who will take care of your children?
she knows he won't kill he won't do anything to the kids.
It's not, that's what I'm
He'll
just saying, it's
go
not
after
common.
her first.
Exactly. It's not common for the man to attack his own kid,
Yeah.
right? It's on very rare cases you see the man kill his wife and then kill the
But
children.
common for their wives, for the woman.
Exactly. the same. I mean, we have a lot of cases that we could go on
So
and on
many,
talking about.
yeah.
The ones the one who killed his wife in a live stream.
Yeah, that one.
You saw that?
I saw that.
Yes,
he
on a
killed
live
his wife
stream.
and he killed himself.
Himself. You see that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the kids are alive.
Yeah.
They most likely will not hurt or harm the kids. And he said it on that live. I'm gonna kill you. After
He
this
said
life.
it, he
When
said
this
it.
life ends, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill you. And the lady said, so that's the end of the road for me. And this sounded like a joke. But in split seconds, because people were on the live,
On the
they had
live.
called this attention of security operatives. They burst into the home.
And
They found that the
her
woman
dead.
was dead. Then they traced or they tracked the car of the man somewhere else and found out that when he saw the police coming, he
Killed
blew his brains
himself,
out.
yeah.
And that was the end of the story. So it's saving yourself first. Although we don't know if this is a case of domestic violence.
We don't know. Yeah,
Okay,
and
go
maybe
on.
she felt that maybe she didn't want to speak out, because if she had told anyone, they wouldn't have like encouraged her, they wouldn't have supported her. That's why she just needed to do what she had to do, because she knows that in this world women are not supported in cases like this. That's why she had to do what she got to do at the
And
moment.
escape
Yeah.
before she comes back for the children. These are just possibilities. to be
Just
honest.
possibilities.
Anyways,
We are not
Uh-huh.
sure.
If she wants to take the kids, she has to like state her reasons why she left all those 10 years
10
ago.
years.
If not, those kids are not following her.
Okay, so you're for her. Anyway, let's read some of the comments we have here. This one says that a mother who abandons her children for 10 years, leaving them solely in the care of their father, and then suddenly returns expecting to reclaim them, raises serious questions about her sense of responsibility, consistency, and emotional maturity. Parenting isn't something you can step in and out of when it suits you. It's a lifelong commitment that requires presence, sacrifice, and love. Of course, life circumstances can be complicated. Maybe she faced personal struggles, trauma, or situations beyond her control. But 10 years is a lifelong time to not attempt consistent involvement in children's life. Coming back now, not to build trust gradually, but to take the kids, is not just disruptive. It is deeply unfair to the children and to the father who stepped up all
through.
those years. A true mother isn't defined solely by biology, but by presence, care, and sacrifice. If she genuinely wants a relationship with her children now, it should start with humility, accountability, and a willingness to earn back their trust and not sudden demand.
See?
Oh my god.
I mean, you can't just leave all those years and then you come back and
Yeah, a woman.
what you're saying is,
Yeah.
I want to take the kids. It
A
doesn't make
woman
sense.
leaving her kids for 10 years, that leaves
It doesn't make
deep
sense.
emotional scars on them. Like,
Even if he
leaves
is
a
at
lot.
fault or he did something to you, at least apologize to the kids.
yeah.
Give them, tell them the reason why you left or you had to leave. Leave them for 10 years. That's I don't know.
Because most cases we see women saying, if the man wants to leave, he should. I'll stay with my kids. Or you see women still struggling and be like, after all, I gave birth to them myself. If they want to, most cases you see people say, if he wants to go out, he should. I've been working. He met me working. I've been doing well for myself. But then this case, nothing. You just left like that. We don't even know if you were not actually doing well for yourself, but. It's quite deep. It's deep, and like you said, we need to hear from her own side of the story. It might be that she was going through a lot, and then she wanted to teach him a lesson, or she just wanted him to take over. And maybe for all the years she has given birth to, maybe he said 3 kids, right? So maybe she had to be there for them. She had to take responsibilities, and that's why when she left, she said she's going to return, and after that he didn't hear from her again. So maybe we just need to hear from her own part of the story.
All right. Let's take a look at some of the comments here, because
Okay.
I don't want to like keep going on and on. But Zainab from Wusetu says 10 years is not a short time. You can't show up and start acting like nothing happened. Healing takes time, and it's not by force. We also have Samuel from Abuja. Gwarimpa says maybe she had her reasons, but coming back and wanting full control isn't fair. The kids should come first this time. Also from Gwarimpa, 10 years. That's not a short break. That's abandonment. If it was a man who left, society wouldn't forgive him this fact.
See?
That's a very big lie. That's a very big lie.
That's-
She needs to end the atrocity.
That is not true.
They'll forgive him.
Society forgives men who do this
They might
quicker
say,
than
they
I've
might say she might, she's
for real,
a nagging
I've
wife,
not
she,
seen
she,
it.
she needed
I've
his
never
peace.
seen
You've never seen
I
society.
know, they do.
See,
I've
society, okay, maybe society will not castigate them. But let me tell you, the woman that is in question will forgive them. Why the whole world is burning, don't forgive him. He's a useless father. The woman in question, she will leave the rest of the world to burn.
Yeah.
And she will forgive that man.
The world
From
will,
the way this man is sounding, he's willing to forgive. But she's just coming to uproot the kids from him.
Forgive
That
what?
is-
I don't think he's willing to forgive
She's-
anything.
yes, I don't
he's
think-
not
yeah.
even part of forgiving. He's just
She
he's
needs
just
to-
angry.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
back to for what reason? But then, if it was her own case, she would have forgiven him because even the society would be like, "Go take care of your husband. Stay there.
Just
Another
forgive him.
woman
We'll
will
come and
go
ta-
and take it." What's that?
Exactly. Can you see from my,
Yeah.
can you see from my point of view? It's crazy, but
Yeah.
it's a sad reality.
But it's sad.
It's
actually,
very sad. But now let's now dwell a bit on whether or not she should take the children. The issue has been surrounding the incidents that led to her leaving or the
Yeah.
man taking care of the kids, because he can't make a case with the fact that he's the one cooking, cleaning. Women do it all the time.
Yeah.
If you should sample, I don't like to say you should check data, but if you should sample opinions on the street, you would realize that most African women take care of the home and they don't shout about it. Because the African culture tells you that even if you have money, give it to your husband to carry out the responsibility, to maintain his ego and preserve his position as the head of the home. So most women silently keep doing these things, but they don't shout about it. So if his problem is the fact that he keeps doing all of that, he's tired, I'm not going to make a case for him based on that. The only way I might make a case for him is the fact that emotions are being invested. What makes children more used to their mother is the time that the mother spends. Is the sacrifice that the mother gives to the children, right?
Yeah.
Coming and wanting to discredit that work is something that I don't agree with. Because the man has invested time, he has invested resources, and according to him, he's now financially stable. Which means he has no reason to let them go at all in the first place. Which is where we see the situation between the dynamic between the man and the woman different. Most times the women let the men back because the men are now doing well while they are still struggling to take care of the children. But in this case, the man is now doing well.
Sometimes even when the man is not doing well, they still take them back.
They still take them back, that's the truth. But mostly because of some social economic reasons, the women are most likely to I can't even give them a better life. The man has money. Let me just it's the same case with Davido and Imade and Sophie. You know, in his case, he wanted to be a part of the life of his daughter, Sophie, and all of that. But she had deprived him for many years. It's almost the same thing. And then, you know, the monies have been given and all of that. But at the end of the day, her father is a celebrity. At the end of the day, I don't want to deprive her from the life that she deserves. And the daughter is back with the father. So you see, the dynamics when it's the woman, when it's the man, they're two different things. And that's why I will not be quick to put out judgment there saying she did the wrong thing. But as regards taking the children completely, I don't know. They're going to have to fight that in court.
They will. They will. It's going to be
That's
a
a
big
fact.
battle.
It's not going to be that easy.
It won't.
Okay.
And then given that the kids are now, all they know is their dad.
And for what reason? She has to state the reasons why she left. For what reasons? Like so many, not just one. It has to be a lot of reasons. Like she has to keep explaining. She has
Tangible
to be so remorseful.
reasons. You
Tangible
cannot tell me just
reasons,
because he doesn't provide for you, or he only provides for the kids and doesn't give you enough to take care of yourself, or doesn't let you be who you are.
But again,
don't you think that's not enough reason?
But in another,
abandon your kids. No, it's not. Unless it's
in another case, if the man had left and the woman is now made and she has money, she may not allow the man. In another case, because you know, women after all, I'm made after all, and maybe he's back and still not doing well.
Should I tell you something?
She may not.
And you guys can confirm this. Do you know that a woman always have a soft spot for someone that she has been with before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's always going to have that soft spot for somebody that she has been with before.
Especially had children for.
No matter how she puts the front of a tigress, she's angry.
This particular one doesn't look like she has any.
Like the way she just came and wants to
So
take
she
the
doesn't
kids.
have any soft spot for him.
Yeah, she doesn't look like, maybe she never loved him, and like what I'm like what
Like
I
he's
said,
not even part
he
of
may
the plan.
have seen the red flag. He
And
may
with the
have
way
seen
she
it.
sounds, he's probably not going to see those kids for a long time if she
Yes,
should
yes.
take
Because she
them
doesn't
away
care
from
about
him.
him.
Yeah,
Doesn't care.
because she doesn't care about him.
Man, the story it gets
The story
tougher.
is, yeah.
And I think that's
Tougher.
where he's scared. He's scared too.
he might not see the kids,
Yes,
which is
again.
a fair.
Where is she
That's-
taking them to?
Okay.
Nobody knows. What were you doing there when
Wherever
you
it
traveled
is,
out?
she's taking
Yeah.
them to. And
He may
if
not
they are
feel
not
safe.
old enough to be able to travel by themselves to go and see the dad, that's another. It's another difficult problem. So
The truth is, I would say that the long and short. Before we go to the long and short, let's take a few more reactions. This one says, "I know a man who raised his daughter alone after his wife left. When the mother came back after years, the girl said, 'You are not mommy. You are just the woman who gave birth to me.' That broke me." Whatever. Now, Tunde from Lokogoma says, "This is why men are scared of commitment sometimes." Wow, women are not scared.
Like
we are
women
most
are not scared.
Gender-based violence, femicide,
We are more scared.
cheating.
Cheating.
You see, and he says that they carry the
Don't
burden, and when the woman returns, society will side with her. Let's be fair, it's not just about being the mother, it's about showing up. So yes, let's go to the long and short of the story now. The long and short of the story is, you have to know the kind of family that you're marrying into.
Yeah, very important.
Because if you're married into a family that can call out the bulls of their daughter,
yeah.
we will not find ourselves in
Yeah.
such a situation. The children will have a soft landing, and by soft landing I mean the parents of the girl will still be in the picture. Of the lives of the children, because maybe they say, we told her and she refused, she said she was still going to go, however we're going to help you with the upbringing of the child. And guess what, the man will drop the 4 children with the parents of the girl. If they had agreed, he would have left the 4 children with them, which automatically means that the both of them walked away. I'm not even joking about it. But the truth is, you need to know the kind of family that you're married into. You need to, there are traits, you can pick some of these traits. You know, I don't know how they landed where they landed, but if someone can stay 10 years away from you, they probably might never.
That should be another
will never
discussion.
met
How
them.
do you know the kind of family you are? How that you're getting married into?
You're from the
You
east. You people travel to find out the generation of the person you're getting married to. It might look like an ancient thing to do, but it's looking now like the safest method.
Yeah.
You need to find
It
out.
is. It's
Yes.
actually the safest. Like,
Yes.
I'm from the north, and then mostly they usually tell us that whenever you want to get me, please go back home. My dad always says, go back home. Do you know why? That because
Especially
they want you to
mingle
go
with
back
their
to the
siblings.
roots.
Yes.
There is this. I found out
Yeah.
something. Like there was this girl. She was dating someone, and when they're having issues, it's obvious that okay, the guy is at fault.
Okay.
But when she goes to discuss with the sisters or the siblings, they're always like trying to cover up for him or give him. Those are the kind of families that when he wants to leave you, they will all be behind him.
Yeah.
But when you see a sister that will be like, okay, I'll talk to him. This thing he did is, I'll bash him, stuff. Then you know that okay, you're safe.
Yeah, but most of us, we isolate ourselves from the family of the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We say, as long as the man loves me, that's the most important
And
thing.
they don't care about the family.
you don't know that one day-
That's not
very,
That's not the most important thing.
no,
though.
it's not. The
Not
family is very paramount. Like, you need to.
Very, very paramount that
Yeah.
you know you have that. But yes, it's been an amazing conversation overall. It's been an interesting conversation overall, and the couple will sort themselves out. But as soon as we have an update to the story, we'll definitely come and have a conversation about it, because of course we need to know how this ends.
And
You know what happens next. Is she with the children? Is the man maintaining the custody of the children? Whatever happens, we will ensure that we have that update right here, and we will keep ourselves abreast with the story. It's not gossip, it's just called follow-up. But anyways, we have had two amazing guests seated here in the studio. We've had Zipporah Ngajo. She is an educator. Thank you so much, Zipporah, for
Thank
joining
you
us.
for having me.
Also, we have Rosalind Anele, and Rosalind is a communicator. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Did you have a good time on the show today?
Yeah, sure.
Sure did.
Yeah,
All right. Now to close the show, I had an amazing time today, and this is Wednesday. When you see me on your screens tomorrow, it's going to be Thursday, but we're going to be with Victor. We had to kick him out the studio, of course, because it's a girls kind of company thing. But by tomorrow, when you see us in the studio, we will be back on your screens doing what we know how to do best, and that's keeping you updated with matters of life and social activities. But for now, I will be heading out to be back by that time. My name is Martha Arlo. You can call me Martha. See you tomorrow.
My name is Akio Sakiodo.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV.
Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it melted down.
Leave it like that.
This is Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. We connect people, power stories, and amplify voices. On Rapid TV, we're rooted in culture and your window to the stories that matter. From news to lifestyle, we inform, entertain, and uplift. Join Rapid TV on StarTimes Channel 176, Nightcom Sat. On Rapid FM, we speak your language from the soulful airwaves of Umuahia to the vibrant culture of Port Harcourt and beyond. More than broadcasters, we're creators, amplifying that voice within with powerful content across TV, radio, and digital. Join us at rbnradiotv.com and all our social media handles. One network, one voice. Rapid Broadcasting Network, RBN. The sound of your city. Rooted in truth, driven by impact.
Meet the men and women shaping the future of Nigeria. Get to know your representatives at the National Assembly. From lawmaking to constituency projects, we'll take you behind the scenes and inside the chambers of the Nigerian National Assembly. Learn about the bills they are championing, the challenges they are facing, and the impacts they are making in their constituencies. We'll also bring you closer to the people they are serving and the stories that shape their work. Join us on NAS Watch every Friday on Rapid Television at 7 p.m. So get informed, get engaged, and get to know the leaders shaping Nigeria's future.
Correro, your front row seat to the most pressing issues from the corridors of power to the heart of our communities. We bring you unfiltered insight, fearless journalism, and the conversations that matter. My name is Iheanacho Prince, and I invite you to this big conversation table as we analyze the top stories, ask the tough questions, and hold power to account. News that informs, analysis that empowers, debate that drives change. Correro, the big conversation, every weekday at 7 p.m. only on Rapid TV.
Nigeria's economy, the global markets, what does it all mean for you? From stock market insights to global financial news you need to know, from Wall Street to the main street and of course the marketplace.
Get the answers you need every week on Businessless with me, Faith Dafa Joseph, as I bring into focus the stories, strategies, and shifts shaping our economy. No angle is missed as I talk about the business, the people, patterns, and possibilities behind them. Welcome to the Business Lens.
Rapid TV, rooted in truth, driven by impact.
My name is Akio Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned in